Yo, what the fuck is going down, everybody? It's your boy, Sauceman X, checking back at you niggas with another goddamn video. But anyways, man, we're back with another political video in this goddamn bitch. And you already see this shit by the title, okay? You already see this shit by the title. We're back with another political video in this bitch. And this video is going to be about immigration, okay? This video is obviously going to be about immigration. You already see it by the title. This is going to be about birthright citizenship, which we already fucking know. It's going on in the fucking news and politics. And I'm going to explain in this video, or at least I'm going to give you motherfuckers my opinion for why I think we need to get rid of birthright citizenship, okay? I'm going to explain why we need to get rid of that fucking shit, because it encourages more illegal immigration and it makes absolutely no sense, and it is essentially a loophole in the fucking, it's basically a fucking loophole in the fucking legal system, and you know what I'm saying, in the fucking laws, that immigration laws that you need is basically a loophole in that fucking shit, and we already fucking know this shit, and there's a lot of liberals out there who want to sit here and say that, oh, it's a violation of the 14th Amendment, which is just ridiculous, and obviously, before I get into that point of the fucking video, we have to talk about some other shit, which is, of course, Donald Trump, which I believe a few days ago, he changed the asylum laws, okay, he had changed the asylum laws, which basically means that if you are trying to seek asylum into this country, you have to, and you want to come into the port of entry, you want to do it the legal way, you have every single country that you go through, okay? Every single country that you go through, you have to seek asylum in those fucking countries, which obviously, in my opinion, that's a really great fucking thing. That's going to make things a lot more organized, so people want to come into this country legally, okay? You want to seek asylum legally, it will be easier for them to be documented, and, you know what I'm saying, there won't be as much people coming into this country illegally, you know what I'm saying, because there's a lot of people who pretend, or not just pretend, but people who are saying they're seeking asylum, but they're sitting here and they're just walking through the fucking border, and nobody has any type of detection of who they are, which is just ridiculous, which is why we need to fucking, you know, vet these people and quote-unquote separate them from their families, because they're not documented, because they didn't do it the fucking legal way. So this is going to make things a lot more organized. In this video, I'm basically going to explain something that we need to do to make it even more organized, to make things even more organized as it pertains to immigration laws, which is, of course, birthright citizenship. We've been talking about this shit, okay? People have been talking about it in politics. In this video, as I said, I'm going to explain why we need to get rid of that fucking shit, okay? We need to literally get rid of that shit because it makes absolutely no sense, and it is literally a loophole, okay? It's a loophole. It's a way for people who want to come into this country illegally. It's a way for them to cheat their way into citizenship, or cheat their way into their children of getting citizenship, which makes absolutely no fucking sense. So we already know this shit, okay? We already fucking know this shit, and this also applies to people who are getting visas into this country, and people who are, you know what I'm saying, that, yeah, people who are just getting visas, or people who can potentially, you know what I'm saying, they can just walk up into this country illegally and then just marry someone. They can literally just get married and then all of a sudden they're a legal citizen. It is literally a loophole. We have to know who these people are. You have to have documentation just like every other citizen in this goddamn country. So it is just ridiculous. So we already know. Okay, we already fucking know this shit, that Donald Trump is, of course, trying to get rid of birthright citizenship, or at least he's talking about trying to get rid of birthright citizenship, and we need to get rid of the fucking shit, okay? We need to get rid of this shit. One of the main reasons for why I think we need to get rid of birthright citizenship is because it will encourage, okay, if you keep birthright citizenship, which basically means, obviously, if you're born in this country, regardless if your parents are illegal immigrants, you're still going to be a fucking citizen of this country. If we keep that shit, okay, if we actually sit here and we keep that, then that's going to encourage a lot of people, lots of families to come into this country even more illegally, okay? It's going to cause people to come in even more illegally, because they're going to be like, oh, my child is fucking legal. Or they can just say that, oh, they can just walk in, like a pregnant woman, for example, can just walk into a fucking country, and then they can't, you know what I'm saying, even though they're illegal, they technically have to stay there because their child's going to be birthed in the United States. Like, it is literally fucking bullshit, okay? And you have children in the United States that are legal citizens, so if you get rid of that shit, okay? If you get rid of that shit, that will make things more organized, and it might encourage people to actually come in and do it legally. If you know that even if you have a child in this country, you and your child is going to get deported back to the fucking shit. So it is just ridiculous. It doesn't make any goddamn sense. It literally doesn't make any sense for why this fucking birthright citizenship is still enacted. It literally does not make any fucking sense. And it is essentially a loophole. It does not make any sense. If you want to become a legal citizen of this country, you need to have proper documentation. You need to have you need to be vetted. You know what I'm saying? We have to know exactly who you are, okay? We don't know who these people are coming in, which is, of course, they could be fucking criminals, okay? Apparently a lot of fucking cartel, you know what I'm saying? Drug lords or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Gang members or whatever the fuck. They're coming into this country illegally and they're having children here. Just because, the only reason that they're coming here illegally is because they know that if they have children here, their children will be legal. You know what I'm saying? So it is literally just a loophole, and it does not make any sense, and it needs to be fucking fixed, okay? It needs to be fucking fixed, and it will cause things to be a lot more organized, which is obviously one of the main points. We need to make this shit more organized. Same thing with what I just said about Donald Trump, you know what I'm saying? Changing the asylum laws, which basically means that, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be a lot more organized, okay? It's going to be a lot more organized. We're going to be able to vet these people in a better fucking way. Same thing with birthright citizenship, okay? It literally does not make any fucking sense. You can just walk up into this country, have a child, and then the child's a legal citizen. Does not make any fucking sense, okay? It literally does not make any fucking sense. And we already know that a lot of people are literally trying to justify this shit, because we already know the mainstream media, the leftist media, liberals, they are essentially fucking lying, okay? They're lying once again, which they do all the fucking time. They're fake news, lying all the fucking time. So we already know that liberals and leftists, they are literally trying to say that it is a violation of the 14th Amendment. Okay, they're literally trying to say that trying to get rid of birthright citizenship is a violation of the 14th Amendment, which we already know that that is absolute fucking bullshit, okay? That is literally absolute fucking bullshit, because there is absolutely nowhere, no matter how much the media tries to brainwash people, there is nothing that says in the 14th Amendment that you know what I'm saying? If you were born in this country, you're immediately a citizen. You're automatically a citizen. Nowhere, literally nowhere. It's literally not in the fucking Constitution. It's literally not in the Constitution, okay? The 14th Amendment has nothing to do with illegal immigrants. Like, where in the Constitution does it say in the 14th Amendment that if you're a foreigner and you have fucking kids in this country and you're an illegal immigrant, that child is a citizen? It's literally nowhere in the 14th Amendment. It's absolutely nowhere in the fucking Constitution. It is literally just made up fucking bullshit. And we already know that the 14th Amendment was originally made for slaves, okay? And that's one of the main points. That was the whole point of the 14th Amendment. The 14th Amendment was created after slavery. You know what I'm saying? And after slavery, which is of course I believe back in 1865, that was the whole point of the 14th Amendment. That was the whole point of the 14th Amendment back in 1865, okay, well, probably after 1865, which basically granted citizenship for African slaves, okay, people who are fucking slaves, and they were recently, you know what I'm saying, they were recently freed slaves. So that's what gave recently freed slaves from fucking Abraham Lincoln. We already know that that was the point of the 14th Amendment. Okay, that was the point of the 14th Amendment, to give African slaves actual citizenship, because back then they weren't considered citizens. That's the whole point. That's the whole point of the 14th Amendment. Nowhere does it say that if you are not a citizen of this country and you have a child here, that means you're legal and your fucking child is legal. Like, that does not make any fucking sense. So it is literally made up, and leftists and liberals, they want to say that, oh, it's unconstitutional, which is funny. Okay, which is funny, because leftists, y'all are trying to get rid of this. You're trying to get rid of the First Amendment, and you're trying to violate the Second Amendment. So that makes absolutely no sense that, you know, you could be against the First and Second Amendment and try to change it, but then when Donald Trump is trying to violate the 14th Amendment, then all of a sudden it's a terrible fucking thing and it's unconstitutional, even though he's not even trying to violate the 14th Amendment. So what Donald Trump is trying to do it's not violating the 14th Amendment, it's not doing anything, and it is a fucking loophole. Okay, it's a loophole. Another reason for why it's a loophole is because a lot of people who are even in court, okay, people who are judges, they even misinterpret the Constitution. They even misinterpret the 14th Amendment for being birthright citizenship, when in reality, it's not birthright citizenship, okay? So it's literally a loophole. It needs to be patched, okay? It literally needs to be fucking fixed. We need to fix the fucking problem with this fucking shit. So anyways, that's all I had to fucking say in this goddamn video. Birthright citizenship is a bad thing. It causes more inconvenience, and it encourages more illegal immigration, and we as a fucking country, we need to do a lot more, okay? We need to do a lot more to secure the border, which is obviously what Donald Trump is supporting, what Donald Trump is doing in terms of securing the fucking border, enforcing immigration laws, changing the asylum rules, and actually the wall is technically, right now, Donald Trump's wall is actually technically being built. Apparently it's being funded. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's actually doing pretty fucking good. So birthright citizenship needs to fucking end, okay? And also, in my opinion, walking into this country and getting married and being a citizen of this country, that needs to fucking end. You can't just walk up into this country. We don't know who the fuck you are. As long as you get married, you're a legal citizen. All of that makes absolutely no sense. It is literally a loophole, and it makes absolutely no fucking sense. So we need to patch that shit up, and it's being misinterpreted, so it's basically a loophole in the legal system. So anyways, tell me what you think in the comment section of this shit. We need to end birthright citizenship. Anyways, man, it's your boy, the Sauceman X. I'm checking the fucking out of here. Peace.